Hello and welcome to Dateline Lagos on Channels Television. I'm Ayotunde Balogun. Coming up on the program, Governor Sanwo-Olu presents land allocation letters to 98 communities in Lekki. Lagos State Government introduces compulsory building insurance scheme, and Lagos State Government presents net houses to 12 top schools in the 2026 Agricultural Scholars Program. The Lagos State Governor, Babajide Sanwo-Olu, has presented land allocation letters to 98 villages within Itu-Omu and other communities in Sango-Tedo and Lekki areas of the state. Now, speaking at the event, Governor Sanwo-Olu said this resettlement plan is to ensure that the growth of Itu-Omu and all its neighboring communities. Take a look.
Lekki and Ekpe local government.
It has been in the plan for about 3 decades, a new Lagos settlement in the eastern part of Lekki. Creating this new area meant displacement for some communities, especially Itu-Omu. But their sacrifice is not unnoticed as Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu, top government officials, as well as community leaders of Itu-Omu converge on Sango-Tedo area of Etiosa for the presentation of land allocation letters to 98 villages affected by this initiative.
This act demonstrates our resolve to ensure that indigenous communities remain important stakeholders and direct beneficiaries of the state government's transformational projects. I congratulate all the beneficiaries and would also like to encourage you all to continue working hand in hand with the state government to ensure the successful implementation of the development plan for this area. Together, we can build a well-planned and prosperous new towns that will benefit both present and future generations.
With these allocation letters, government is saying to you, this land is recognized. Your ownership is protected by law. This exercise is in line with the team's agenda of our administration, and specifically on making Lagos a 21st century economy through secure property rights and orderly development. The presentation of these 98 letters is proof that the government recognizes customary holdings and is willing to regularize them. It is also a step toward planning, providing infrastructure, schools, health centers, and roads to our communities.
In April 2020, the New Towns Development Authority identified 16,300 hectares in Itu-Omu as a viable area that can be developed into a satellite settlement to take care of housing needs within Lekki sub-region.
Today's ceremony marks the official commencement of the implementation of the development plan and the fulfillment of the state promise of compensating the identified 98 villages within the project area. This act reaffirmed the Lagos State government unwavering commitment to continue creating a well-planned, sustainable, and people-centered new towns that will serve the need and aspiration of both present and future generations.
The Lagos State Lands Bureau and Office of State Surveyor General are confident that the gesture will translate into a lasting cordial relationship between government and the people of Itu-Omu.
The Office of State Surveyor General remains committed to providing accurate geospatial information and professional surveying services that support transparent land administration and sustainable urban development across Lagos State. To our community leaders and beneficiaries, I want to encourage you to continue partnering with government to ensure that this initiative translates into lasting peace, orderly physical development, and greater economic opportunities for all.
For communities that have been part of our history for generations, the formal recognition and allocation of their land is a meaningful step towards securing their place in the future growth of Lagos State. Mr. Governor, sir, for me, this occasion is deeply personal, just like the majority leader mentioned. My family and I will remain eternally grateful to His Excellency Mr. Babajide Olushola Sanwo-Olu, the Governor of Lagos State, and the Lagos State Government for this allocation. The family farmland I have known for over 49 years has now benefited from this process and is recognized as Olowa Ushembadejo Village in Ibeju Lekki local government. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
The construction of Itu-Omu Link Road with bridge is also ongoing ahead of the new development in Lekki. Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu says after 6 years of stakeholder engagement, government is providing the affected communities with secure land that would stimulate economic growth for the state.
We did mapping and we did preparation of a comprehensive development plan through the agency of government called the New Town Development Authority. That process has brought us to this very important milestone. As this part of the state continues to grow, it is therefore important that development does not leave these communities behind. Rather, they must be carried along as partners in the transformation and making the place an all-round new development. For us, this event is much more than just land. It is about recognizing and it's about giving each community a secure place in the fiscal future of Lagos. In the physical future of Lagos. The future of Lagos cannot be built on unplanned expansion. It must be built on a deliberate planning, appropriate infrastructure, secure communities, and opportunities for our people to prosper. This is why the development plan for Itu-Omu and the adjoining community is so important. It provides a framework for guiding growth in a rapidly developing part of Lagos, ensuring that residential, commercial, industrial, and institutional and recreational land use are properly integrated so that infrastructure can be effectively provided, investment can flourish, and residents can enjoy a better quality of life today and in the future. To the traditional rulers, to all the community leaders, to the families, and to all the residents in Itu-Omu and environs. You have been here for generations, you have built your homes, you have raised your families, you have made livelihood here, and you've preserved tradition. So this gives you a place of identity. We know that this process has taken time and that the period of uncertainty came within that period. That is precisely why we took the time to listen to you over a fairly longer period. We understand your various communities. We've documented your individual settlements, and we've incorporated your interests into the planning of this area. And so the letters that are being presented here today are therefore more than an official document. They are a recognition of your place in the future that we're building here together, and an assurance that as the area develops, your communities will be preserved and will not be forgotten.
98 benefiting communities of Itu-Omu received their land allocation letters from Governor Sanwo-Olu, marking the formal transfer of ownership of their new land.
From land allocation to property insurance, the Lagos State government has introduced the State Building Insurance Scheme to enforce compulsory building insurance and protect lives and property. The initiative is aimed at strengthening building safety in the construction sector and reinforce Lagos' position as a safe, responsible, and globally competitive city.
Top government officials in Lagos State, developers, engineers, and stakeholders in the built environment converge on Victoria Island for the unveiling of the Lagos State Building Insurance Scheme.
Members of ESCO.
The initiative, under the responsibility of the State Building Control Agency, is to help prevent building collapse, provide insurance cover for eligible buildings against risks such as fire, flood, and also improve enforcement through a technology-driven platform.
For construction without insurance, it gives LAPCA a new life
view of compliance and of claims. And in return, it will give the state something we have never had, a continuously updated picture of risk profile for every building in Lagos. For a planner, that information is good. It will inform where we strengthen enforcement. We invest in drainage and fire cover, and how we plan the next generation of this city. The 0.25% of every premium that flows by law into the fire services maintenance fund will strengthen the very services that protect our built environment.
The insurance premium is not government tax. The Lagos state government is not taking 1 naira from this insurance premium. This insurance premium goes straight to the insurance community, brokers and insurance companies, 100%, specifically for value to citizens of Lagos State. It's very important that we address this. But you know, the truth is, insurance is only as valuable when claims are paid. A policy document cannot build a bond shop. It is the promise of the insurance companies. In the last 2 years, the Nigerian insurance industry has paid 1.6 trillion naira in claims. And this shows that the insurance industry is ready. They just needed the market. And Lagos State government is here to help enable that market. And Lagos State government is not just going to set up this platform and leave it idly by. The whole idea of this is that when, and it is a when there are claims, the Lagos State Building Control Agency will be able to monitor the relationship between building owners and insurance companies to encourage performance, to encourage delivery of insurance companies.
The National Insurance Commission applauds the state government for protecting Nigerians from the financial consequences of disaster.
The measure of this scheme will not be the size of the ceremony we hold today. It will be the number of Lagosians who, on the worst day of their lives, discover that they are not alone, and there is cover and there is recovery. I commend the vision and the courage of His Excellency, Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu, and the diligence of the Office of the Special Advisor on GIS and Urban Development in bringing us to this day. The Commission stands firmly with the government and people of Lagos State in this historic step for the safety of our people. It is now my honor to lend the voice of the nation's insurance regulator to this occasion and to affirm without reservation the Commission's full support for the Lagos State Building Insurance Scheme.
The new scheme also represents a deliberate shift towards a sustainable and globally aligned approach to building management and risk mitigation.
Professional bodies that have contributed and also the stakeholders that have dedicated experts and collaboration have made the Lagos State Government Building Insurance Scheme a reality. As we officially launch Lagos State Government Building Insurance Scheme, let us all be committed ourselves to a shared responsibility of building not just a structure, but a safer and a stronger and more sustainable Lagos to prevent future and generations to come.
What I've seen is that for decades, even before independence, we have always had requirements for insurance in our laws. And it has been rightly identified is the implementation, enforceability of those provisions of the relevant law. The nearer one, recently 2025, is one that has come after so many years, and it's a welcome development. So to me, our laws must be made for our people. If the laws are for the people, that's why we have so many laws in our status books that remain unenforceable. Not because we can't enforce, but you look at it. Now, when you look at insurance, and I stand to be corrected, is not part of our custom. It's not part of our origin. The issue of insurance came with colonialization. So now we have developed, and we must adopt, that insurance is now an essential component of modern property ownership. And that's why our people must key into it.
The state governor, who's represented by the Deputy Chief of Staff, says that the state building insurance scheme is not only about paying claims after disaster, but also to ensure compliance with building standards.
All the insurance companies that are participating in this must ensure that the protocol and the processes are reviewed regularly and reviewed, that everyone that you are insuring complies very well with the standards in the built area, so that fire will not occur, so that building collapses will not occur, and all of those losses which we talk about will not even happen. And of course, when they happen, our partnership with the insurance companies and with their regulators will ensure that those claims are paid and that they are paid promptly. So we expect that this partnership will improve the systems, will improve the mechanisms around which our built environments are formed, so that we'll all have sleepful nights and move forward in a very happy, safe environment. It is the expectation, and I believe I was discussing with the special advisor, that one of the things that will add to all this is also to include professional indemnity insurance as a basis for allowing our engineers and allowing our supervisors and professionals also participate in the built area. So we no longer want engineers who do not conform to the highest standard of the licenses they have so received from Korean and other professional bodies. It's important to us in Lagos that they begin to hold some responsibilities supervised by the institutional frameworks to ensure that everyone takes responsibility for the work that they do, so that the future of our professional practices in the built environment are supported and are kept.
The state government says that the building insurance scheme would be integrated into the state's electronic physical planning permit processing system to simplify compliance, promote transparency and accountability. The scheme will be implemented in phases, beginning with field stations, construction sites, schools, hotels, and other commercial buildings.
Lagosians, it is no news that the present administration of Mr. Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu delivered projects in different sectors of the economy through the theme's agenda.
Some interesting news: and 12 outstanding secondary schools who participated in the 2026 Lagos Agricultural Scholars Program have received greenhouse facilities to boost modern agricultural education in their schools. And here's how it went.
Participating public and private secondary schools of the 2026 Lagos Agricultural Scholars Program gather in Adeyemi Bere Auditorium, Alausa Ikeja, for the award ceremony of the vegetable production competition organized by the Ministry of Agriculture and Food Systems. Out of the 25 participating schools drawn from the state's 6 educational districts, 12 schools emerged as overall best, which was identified through their practical vegetable production.
The Lagos Agricultural Scholars Program is a flagship youth agricultural development initiative of Lagos State Ministry of Agriculture and Food Systems. The program is designed to rekindle the interest of young people in agriculture by exposing secondary school students to modern, practical, and technology-driven farming. The programs aim to promote agriculture as a viable and rewarding career path for young people, develop practical knowledge and entrepreneurial skills in production, encourage innovation, environmental stewardship, and climate-smart agricultural practices. The schools were given the agricultural tools and inputs needed for the competition. Throughout the production cycle, Ministry of Research carried out scheduled monitoring and evaluation phases to assess each school performance. The evaluation covered key areas which includes nursery establishment and stealing management, land preparation and bed layout, correct transplanting and recommended plant spacing, crop management, irrigation and weed control, integrated pest and disease management, fertilizer and nutrient management, farm sanitation and environmental sustainability, record keeping and farm management, quality, health, and uniformity of crops, as well as innovation, teamwork, and overall presentations. The schools demonstrated remarkable commitment, creativity, and resilience throughout the competition. Many participants adopted good agricultural practices and shows a strong understanding of modern food production techniques despite the challenges associated with weather and crop management. Following a transparent and objective assessment conducted by Ministry Evaluation Team, 12 schools emerged as the overall best performers. Their outstanding achievement reflects dedication, effective teamwork, discipline, and adherence to recommended agricultural practices.
The state government says the program was conceived to promote students' interest in modern agriculture and enhance food security.
Agriculture today is driven by science, technology, innovation, and entrepreneurship. It offers enormous opportunities for wealth creation, food security, employment generation, and national development. And of course, it serves as revenue for your schools. So it's a big revenue earner for you to invest in agriculture, in vegetable production, both leafy and the fruity vegetables alike. So you all here today are future innovators. You are all agripreneurs, researchers, and policymakers who will transform the nation's agriculture and food systems. So as we celebrate today's achievements, let us reaffirm our collective commitment to building a resilient, productive, and sustainable agricultural sector through continuous investment in youth development and agricultural education.
The Ministry of Basic and Secondary Education, working closely with the Ministry of Agriculture and Food Systems, also explained that the initiative is a clear demonstration of skills needed outside the four corners of the classroom.
The state is like a circle, and it is also a cycle. A cycle because at some point in time I was with agriculture, and now I'm with education. So you can find yourself anywhere. And a circle because we're continuous in everything we do, and we're joint. There is no breaking it anywhere. The whole essence of this is not just to have academically sound students, but to also have students that have talent in several areas and are also going to be beneficial to the state apart from academics. We know that without agriculture, we ain't going anywhere.
Some of the teachers applaud the state government for impacting agricultural knowledge into the students.
The students that are willing to take agriculture as a subject in my school, the number has greatly increased. So we want to say thank you very much for Lagos State. It has changed their mindset. Some of them are here now, and I'm sure they are going to go back to school and tell all the good things that they have seen from the beginning of this project to the end. We were able to bring some of our products here, and we have really enjoyed all the aspects of the cultivation of agriculture in our school because of this project. So on behalf of the school and the other members who may not be able to come here to express their minds and appreciation, I want to say a very big thank you to Lagos State, the Executive Governor of Lagos State, and the cabinet members, with all those that supported to make this a reality. The truth is this: we may not know what we have done in the past 2 months. It is the future that will record it.
12 schools distinguished themselves through exceptional performance, with some of their produce displayed in the hall, and were rewarded with greenhouse facilities to enhance agricultural learning.
Well, the next step basically is to have the greenhouses and the net houses installed in the school, and then for us to go help them go through the process of knowing how to utilize it, how to maintain it, and how to be productive with it. Before we got to this stage, we had done an integrated system where we had poultry, we had aquaculture, and we had vegetable. So this was another stage of it, and we'll keep improving depending on how we see that management could go. I'm sure we'll still go back to the integrated at a particular time, but right now we want to focus on urban agriculture. And with urban agriculture, vegetable becomes very paramount. It's easy to do at your backyard. You can use sacks, you can use old buckets. So there are lots of things, and that's what we want to start to teach. So when you catch them young, when you teach them in schools, then they can go back and do the same thing at home. So it's not something that they wouldn't be able to practice in their homes. Sustainability, food security is very important.
Honestly, I think it's a fantastic initiative. And why I say that is because it's not just all about academics any longer. It's about other things, particularly agriculture. And they say feed a nation, save a nation, grow a nation. And if we catch them young, it means that we've gotten it right. So this really is actually fantastic. And when I walked in there and I saw the vegetables that had been grown in our schools in Lagos State, I'm really wowed. And I'm like, did we really grow this? And is it the students? But you can see with the passion on their faces that they did this themselves. So I'd like to thank the Ministry of Agriculture and Food Security for partnering with the Ministry of Basic and Secondary Education to carry out this initiative of the Lagos Agric Scholars Program 2026. And I can tell you we're already looking forward to 2027.
Home Science Association Secondary School.
Winners of the Agricultural Scholars Program include Home Science Association Secondary School, Ajegunle, followed by Keaton King International College, Ikorodu, and Abule Eko Community Senior Grammar School secured third place position.
Naturally, I feel very happy and excited. Like, we actually put in a lot of effort, and for the fact that the effort's paid off, it's just exciting. To my fellow students, I'd like to say well done. Like, we did a great job. And to Lagos State government, on behalf of my school, I'd like to say a big thank you for making us part of the participants. And we really look forward into participating to more programs like this. It was really impactful, and we loved every step of the journey.
The Modern Farming Initiative represents a strategic investment that will enable year-round vegetable production, reduce crop losses driven by climate-smart practices, digital innovation, and value addition.
So that's the program for this week. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Ayotunde Balogun. Remember, obey all state laws, be the best you can, but most importantly, please live a healthy life. Till next time, it's bye for now.